Okay, welcome to the next training video. Now in this one we're going to go ahead and research our key phrase for the actual campaign. So the next thing to do is to establish a key phrase or keyword that we'll be using to target our ads. Okay, so we're going to use this keyword to target in and around our ads. And then the special page will be based around this key phrase as well. We will do all the research using Bing and the keyword tool they provide. We are looking for a question phrase that relates to the product name and it includes the name in the phrase. Okay, so we want to look for a question phrase that people would be asking in and around this product. It could be a problem that the product solves, or it could be a question with the actual product name in it, which is the best ones I recommend. So for example, does product name really work? Now this works fantastic purely because if someone types in does product name really work, is obviously they're a buyer. They're getting close to make a purchase. If they can be convinced it works or shown that it works, then they're going to go ahead and purchase that. Now those people don't even need to be convinced of which product out there that's going to solve their particular problem. So they go ahead and they type in that particular product name. So they've already narrowed down they want that product, or they're looking further into that product. So our product name is fantastic with a question, must be a question. The other type is a simple questions. Okay, then these ones that just relate to the problem or a person has in order to even need this product, okay, or even really start to do any research to find the product like the one that you were promoting. Okay, so the idea is here the product may be called something like Spy Bubble. Okay, which is an actual product. It's an old parental control app. The key phrase may be a question like this. Okay, so how do I keep my kids safe online? So it's not mentioning the product name. Okay, but the product name is the answer. So the question can be answered, and the simple solution is always going to be the software or the product you're promoting. Okay, and in this case, it happens to be Spy Bubble. Okay, so the question relates back to the product being the solution. Now, watch as I go ahead and I establish a key phrase for my own campaign, and I show you exactly what I look for when selecting one of these. We will also be finding additional supporting key phrases as well, just for even more traffic, because we add them in and we can target even more phrases. So we're going to look for those as well, and we'll keep a nice list. Okay, so go ahead and watch and I'll get this done. Okay, so now what we need to do is go ahead and actually find the key phrases or a key phrase that's going to fit in around our actual product that we want to promote. So that's why we've selected a number of products. Now, the very first thing to do is to use your imagination. Go over to the actual document and you'll see what I've done. Now, what I've done there is, you can hopefully see, is we've got the product names as we've got the marketplace. Now, if you had more, you would have written down more, and I advise you do. Okay, but I've gone just for these 5 here, and I removed one as you saw. And the key phrases that I always target are the top ones. Does the product name work, or does the product name really work? Okay, that's one I look into. And then I just jot down some other ones, some other questions that people may have that are fairly broad, but in relation to the particular product itself, or the problem that the product actually solves. Okay, so for instance here, is there a loophole to diabetes? How to cure diabetes? That's an easy one. Can diabetes be cured? Okay, and there's a lot more. And if I looked into the product, which I recommend you do, look at the actual product sales page, and you'll get a lot more questions will come to your mind as well, with some of the benefits that particular product has. Okay. Here's another one here. So how to remove foot fungus, how to fix my fungus problem, do fungal remedies work? Okay, and does product name work? And another one here is for the psoriasis one, how to fix psoriasis, can psoriasis be cured, is psoriasis contagious, how to stop psoriasis spreading? Now you can get more detailed there. You could put stop psoriasis on my legs, stop psoriasis on my arm, fix psoriasis on my arms. You know, you could really target into a particular product, a particular part of your body, to really target that in. And that's something that we will look at doing as well. So that's the first thing I do, just to get the juices flowing and the ideas flowing as well. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one of these and look what the suggestions are. Now to do this, we go ahead and we use the Bing keyword tool. Now to get to that, I'll minimize that. So we just go to Bing and just type in Bing. It should come up, keyword tool. Okay, and we search for that. Okay, so the results have come up now, and we've got the Bing keyword research tool. So we just want to go and click on that. Okay, so now here I'm at Bing Ads, and you want to sign in to your Bing Ads account. Now if you haven't got a Bing Ads account, you want to go ahead and sign up, but I've got one. So I'm going to sign in, put my username and details in there. And at the top here you've got tools. You want to go to Keyword Planner. Now once you're in here, you want to click on Search for New Keywords using a phrase, website or category. So in here, you can actually just put in what you want when it comes to products or services, or pretty much your keywords. So that's how we're going to use it. Now with that keyword, I'm going to go for the first one. What is it? It's the diabetes lie. So first of all, I'm going to go copy, and I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to put does and work. Okay, so that's my first question, and I'm going to get the suggestions on that, and I want to click on here keyword suggestions. Okay, so that it is getting a search volume of around 10. If I look on the graph, it's pretty new. So this year it's got last year it got 10 searches, so it's not real great, that one particularly. Now what I want to do is remove some things to get some more suggestions, or you can go to your list and start going through them. So we get some more suggestions. And now we'll see a whole bunch of different suggestions. Okay, so here we go. Fruit that's good diabetics. You've got 7-step health big diabetes lie. So there's a good one. Okay, so we can copy that there. Copy. Let's have a little scroll through here. Okay, cure diabetes, diabetes destroyer, scam, type 2 diabetes treatment. Okay, there's another good one. So what we'll do is we'll paste this in here, the one we got from before, and then we'll go down here and I'll copy this, and I'll get suggestions, and then we'll go like this. I'll have a look there, and we've got approximately 10 once again. Now I'm going to go here and put this one in. Paste, get suggestions. Let's go like this. So how to cure, was one of our other questions, how to cure diabetes. Okay, and I'm going to look for that. So now I have found one that's very good. The suggested bid is $1.40. The competition is fairly high, so I want to look for one that the competition is not so high. Okay, so once again, this may not be the best niche, may not be the best product because of the word diabetes. So I could look further into it. How to cure type 2 diabetes. Okay, it drops it down a bit. The suggested bid is quite cheap, so that's not too bad. And we've got 7,320, so that's very good. Can you cure diabetes? Can type 2 diabetes be cured? So these are some good ones here as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'll pause the video, I'll go through and I'll just continue this research until I can find some sort of a question based around this particular product or one of the other products on the list that's going to actually work for this system, and I'll show you exactly how I found that and how it looks. Okay, so what I've done is I've found this one here. I'm going to go for it's the one Fungus Key Pro. So Fungus Key Pro is getting quite a lot of searches. When I looked up that, I went in and found it's basic around foot fungus, feet fungal, nail fungus, stuff like that. Very good niche, good topic. People don't want to go into the shops and ask for that, so they buy stuff offline. So some of the things are remedies. Okay, so feet fungus remedies is a good one. Now I found a bunch of them. Now a lot of them you're probably thinking aren't questions. Now let me show you the ones that I selected. How to fix foot fungus. Clearly that is a question. Okay, that is a great one. That is a complete key phrase. That is something we will be using in the ad as a whole. Okay, and I'll explain that in a minute. Now that's a good one. So the next one is, does Fungus Key Pro work? Okay, another good one. Okay, we'll be using that one for sure because it's a direct question, as it is right there. Fungus Key Pro ingredients. Now that is not a question, but that is the key phrase that is getting searches. Okay, but we don't have to. What we do have to have is that Fungus Key Pro ingredients in the actual search phrase or term that we're trying to actually go ahead and rank for and get clicks for. So what we would do is something like this in the ad. Right, just like that. Okay, so now what are the Fungus Key Pro ingredients? So this here, Fungus Key Pro ingredients, is the keyword. So that's going to now allow the ad to pop up, and we're asking them a question. We're answering the question that they would have been asking when searching for that. Okay, how to remove foot fungus. That is good to go by itself. Okay, foot fungus treatment, another one that is a question inside out in a sense. So foot fungus treatment, that's not the question. Maybe something like the best, right? And then we could have what is, makes it a question. Okay, so that's what your ad is. Okay, now that's the question we're going to answer. Okay, and foot fungus treatment is in here. Okay, we're all good. Same thing with that, exactly the same. You could use the same thing completely. Okay, now this one here is really good. Toenail fungus home remedies. Gets lots of searches, that particular keyword. Anything with 30, 50 and above is fantastic. Anything over 1,000 is great. Okay, toenail fungus home remedies. Okay, that in itself is fine, just by itself. Or what are toenail fungus home remedies? Sitting there. So now what I've able to establish a couple of questions that are getting searched for. These are the keywords that are getting searched for, all down the side here. And this is the question that they would be asking, unless it's already a question in the actual phrase. Hopefully you understand this. So go over this video a couple of times. But basically, you want to make sure that this word here is the word that's getting searched for. So if I copied that, right, and there's no need to do that, but so toenail fungus home remedies, as you can see, that is in here, toenail fungus home remedies. Okay, but once again, it's not an exact question. What's the question? The question would be, what's the best toenail fungus home remedies? Okay, so toenail fungus home remedies gets 1,690. Now, if you looked for the specific question, you might not get that many. Okay, but the specific question is what they would have been asking to have typed that in. In their mind, they're asking that question, and that's what they type in. So that's what we want to try and actually go ahead and compete for. And the suggested bids are quite low, very low. Okay. So now what you want to do is, once you've established that, and hopefully you've established some key questions. So I've got now 7 questions, 7 phrases. Okay, I've got 7 that I can work with. Now I can use 2 phrases within one ad, or I can use one ad just as a standalone by itself to target that one phrase. One ad per one phrase. It's usually the best way to go, and then you can add more, remove more, whatever you need to do. Okay, so that is how we go ahead and find our key phrases that we want to target, okay, for each individual ad, based around the solution is going to be the product. And in this case, I'm going to do this one here, which is Fungus Key Pro. Okay, so that is what you need to do. So go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you in the next training video.